real nigga. No, but I am a hero. Yeah, we the holy people. You gotta open your eyes. And keep them right on your prize. Niggas doing double black first. Start doing business first. Niggas in the body say right. It's crazy in the face. When it comes to world, like the people don't know. But I will only know who we go through. I can't complain. I'm just glad to be here, bro. Verse 37. They call us by another name. You wanna go to heaven? You gotta come into the name. Lucky number 7. Shabbat, that's what we said. I call him 9/11. Hit the clock, that's what he said. Israel, let me take it back. You're not African or black. That's why you make 37. But I'ma give you what before that. 32. Remember when they came to the street? Treated us like shit. Shot us like shit. Sold our kids. We just had to do it. We couldn't do shit. Just shot to our boots. Our priest Azariah. Gorilla Chesedek. Our priest Azariah. And my brother Menachem. That you got your ball. I want it back, I want it all. So baby, he just put the curses. Put them on a bunch of curses. So we don't special. So every chance I go hard in the back. My people, I love them, I love them, I love them. So my job is to send it, simple. He taught me some lessons. I learned all my curses, so it's coming no blessing. Praise God, and I know there's no more stressing, no stressing, no worries, your prosper against me. You on my head, you on my chest, from the dead, they coming to arrest. Y'all ready with the board, I'm ready coming to score. Victory Israel, victory Israel. My heart so eager with those wicked ready to rise over the head. Can't be no friend, you can't show no sympathy. I will open, just had a fit. Look at ya, I wish I was a baby. I didn't feel it, I forget it. I love the magic, he dead or he killing.
If you don't know the answer to these questions, you knew the answer. Why is it the thing? You know why it's the thing? Do you?
My lingo, about to pop like Pringles. I ain't out the wrinkles, I'ma do like Ringo. Easy, he gon' kill him. Maybe we gon' feel him. Hey, show me where to aim and I'ma take the screw and drill him. Go hard for my team, hey, go hard for my dreams. Hey, looking in the mirror, not forgetting what I see. Inside what you are not a hero. Oh my God, ain't nothing dearer.
Peace, Anonymous. So what's the agenda today? Talking about the dark side of the heart. That's what we're going to be talking about today. The dark side of the heart.
Oh my God. Hold up, can't you feel what I'm feeling? Energy on the million. Got the keys to the building. Ain't no key to no stealing. Love you got in your neighbor. King in his favor. Light shining like a saber. Purple and gold just like a laser. This is me. 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 Won't be much longer. Stronger.
We'll be talking about that today, Anonymous. That's exactly what we'll be talking about today. So if you want to know the answer to that question, then stay tuned, and you'll get your answer. What's up, brother P? That's right. That's right. Take the Father's name in truth. It's all about the name of the Father. Peace, peace to you, family. We'll be talking about some uncomfortable things today. Most people don't like to touch. I guess they consider it to be too unclean, too evil, too dark, too uncomfortable to talk about, I guess. But it's necessary for each one of us to hear this message today. Despite how uncomfortable it may be.
They say men don't cry, but that's a lie. I wish men can lie, but they can, so they do, and they do it till they die. She want the truth, I get elusive. Why you being so intrusive? So many things on my mind. We can talk about it when I got to die. Now she fed up with the bullshit. Got your man standing at the pulpit. Some questions, but I ain't getting answers to. Plus I'm packing up the baby with a pamphlet. But you don't wanna do that, no, like you already knew that. She was off the door, and now you feel the pain that you cannot ignore. She opened to the kids too, this is something that you never been through. But I gotta stay strong, used to be right, how we get so wrong. I used to have a home full of laughter, now my home feel like a disaster. On my back, looking at the rafters, praying to God that I would see a better chapter. My sons and my daughters, all of my food and my water. I'm seeing them every day. There's nothing harder. My heart is so broken. Broken in a million pieces. My heart is still soaking. Soaking for your million. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. When I was talking about not to ever run. For the pain gets heavy, it's all the time. When you can never be replaced, then the only one. And I must stand strong till the rain comes. I must stand strong when the pain comes. I must stay strong till the change comes. I won't be alone until the change comes. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. When I was talking like not to ever run. For the pain gets heavy, it's all the time. When you can never be replaced, then the only one. And I must stand strong till the rain comes. I must stand strong when the pain comes. I must stay strong till the change comes. Until the change comes. I open my eyes to a sad surprise. Ain't smiled in a while. I got no joy in my eyes. Well, I got all these memories that's spinning around in my head. These moments be killing me. It's like a round to the head, more like a knife to the heart. I wonder if she knew it right from the start. If you were planning to murder me, I die when you ripped us apart. Tell myself that it's over. Don't wanna believe that it's over. See, a man can change, and I'm gonna show her. Stop and look at me. Can't you see the pain it's causing me? If you don't care, then you don't care. But I can never do nothing that's not there. How you gonna act like we never loved? You said there was no way that we can make it up. get it so cold, I don't understand. I used to be the man, now I'm just another man. So what's the point of me holding on? Well, I hold it on. My body's moving on and what? There's only one of me. Head of my tribe, there's only one chief. How you gonna do this without me? How you gonna do this without me? How you gonna choose this without me? To see if you can prove this without me. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. But I was told the fight to never run. For the pain gets heavy, you can put it on. You can never be replaced.
Vaughn in the building. Peace, brother Vaughn. Peace to you, my brother. What kind of rappers do I like listening to? Well, coming up when I was younger, I used to listen to a whole lot of rappers. But as I've gotten older, I've listened to less and less. And now I don't really listen to too much music. I mean, I make music, but I don't really listen to too much music right now. Over the last few years, honestly. But every now and again, I may hear something I may like, but nobody consistently that I listen to. I used to like to listen to Eminem before this fake Eminem came out. The real Slim Shady, that's the guy I like listening to. The real Slim Shady with the pimples and everything, and the bleached blonde hair and the blue eyes, and the dimple in his chin and all that. That's the guy I used to like listening to. But there's a whole plethora of artists I used to like listening to, man. But right now, it ain't too many people. Like I said, I might hear something every now and again that catch my attention and have me like, okay. But it's rare. Yeah, I feel you, Brother P. That's the way it is for me nowadays.
The devil really trying to test me. Got his people out trying to arrest me. Beat the case, no sweaty. Deadly. Keep it like a soccer team. Got my niggas wearing county properties. Imagine if you lock the piece. Yeah, I know, let's get on different things. Let's talk about your love to your family. They only taking poverty. That's your blood, but they don't need to speak it. Tell you how you look and move in your streets. My baby, this a chess game. Take your time, bring your best game. Cause in that field, even my pawns get a checkmate. Only face when I aim, bullets toothpaste. And if I miss, guess the nigga juke move straight. Round round, baking pocket, all 5 piece. But pie had me gone, thinking about my enemies. Sipping Hennessy and I don't even drink it. God got me, look at my eyes, I barely blink. Sounds about to kill him, I'm gonna get him gone. No drama, I be healing when I'm in my zone. Swerving in that Audi, headed to my home.
Brother.
Tried to lock me up, I told him leave me alone. Put me to the test and I'm gonna prove you wrong. Rapping through the flesh until you see my soul. I kept on manifesting until I saw my goals. I went from sitting in a cell to sitting here with Rose. Cooking up some shit to bring up out the bowls. Lungs feeling like I'ma spit the truth no matter what the fuck you niggas hold. The booth, the one place you never see me choking. Honestly, the booth, the one place you probably see me open. Got me shining out the coop, that's how they got me rolling. Only enough room for you and me to hear these words spoken. Still asking all about the old shit. And nigga, honestly, you all about some old shit. Cause if you really love me, you would kill with me. I'm on the battlefield and you can still with me. So get a bunch of feels and keep it real with me. And if she real with how she feels, she knows she still feel me. I'm blind to the lies, deaf to the blind. Blind to the deaf, dead to the lies. You understand that dedication shit, man. You motherfuckers is only dedicated to only one thing, man. And it's some bullshit. Keep it real with your motherfucking self. Gotta keep it motherfucking real within your fucking self, man. Before you try to tell another motherfucker, you gon' keep it real with him. Bitch. And another thing about you motherfucking bitches.
Brother Cut in the building. Uh-oh. What's going on in your neck of the woods, Brother Cut? Since we talking about the dark side today, what's going on in your neck of the woods? We about to get started here, little flockulators. As you can see by the title of this message, The Dark Side, we're going to be talking about some things that are uncomfortable for most people to talk about. That's why it's called the dark side. See, people got a dark side that they try to keep hidden. And when you have things that you like to keep hidden, you like to keep it in the dark so people can't see it. But we know what the word says about the things that are hidden in the dark, right? We know what's going to happen to them, right? Before I continue, it sounds like y'all have some audio issues. Y'all hear me okay? Y'all can put a 7 in the chat if y'all can hear me good. Oh, man. Brother Cut said his neighbor's getting on his nerves, little flock. Boy, if they could only see inside your heart the things that you saying to them. Since that's what we're going to be talking about today, little flock. All right? So everybody put on their tough, woolly skin today. Okay? Little lambs, put on your tough skin today. Okay? It's good that you always have it on deck in case you need to throw it on, because you never know when you might have to put it on. But put it on today, because in order to endure this message, you're going to have some tough skin. You're going to have to be a real soldier. Not no fake one, not somebody that just talks the talk. Somebody that truly walks the walk is a person who's going to be able to withstand this message that we're going to be partaking of today. In other words, sometimes you have something to drink that some kids can drink it, grown people, old people, young people, everybody can drink it. And then you got some drink that only strong people should be drinking. It's called strong drink. You see what I mean? That's what we're going to have today. Some strong drink that only strong people can withstand. You see? Some stuff they heard already. Yep. I bet. All right. Now, I'm glad you're talking about your neighbors, because this gives us a good foundation to build off of. Now, I didn't know you were going to bring that up, but I'm glad that you did, because it builds a foundation for this message that we're going to be talking about, which is about the things that are going on outside of us affect what's already inside of us. You see what I mean? So what's already going on inside of you will determine how you respond to what's going on outside of you. And a lot of people, if we just all keep it real, a lot of people like to assume that it's the other way around, that they're affected by what's outside of them, and that's a good thing to be, or that's the natural way to be affected by outside circumstances. But we know that we're not supposed to be. We have dominion, and we know we were told that. But there's a time when something affects us that causes that thing inside of us to rear its ugly head. Now, if it wasn't in there, it couldn't rear its ugly ass head. You hear me, little flockulators? But lo and behold, his ugly, stankin', greasy, 12 sandwich eating, 42 beer drinking, stankin' ass is surely in there. You see? And this is what I mean about us all having thick skin. We all have a big barbarian ass Neanderthal-like creature called a beast that live and dwell inside of you until you recognize it for what it is and can then root it out, you see, and kick him out, or kick him out of his place, that his place be no more found. You notice that Esau is called red, and then you get to Revelation and you realize that the same dragon is called red because it represents the same thing, the beast's carnal mind, the beast nature that is within us. And that beast nature, see, this is where the thick skin come in at. That beast nature is a motherfucker. I'm just going to keep it 100 real with you. I ain't going to put no chaser with it because, like I said, this is just strong ass drink. Woo! Shit! Damn! Okay, grandson. Shit, this shit is more powerful than Everclear. I know. That's why I warned you ahead of time. That's why I sent out the call and let you know to put your thick ass skin on. You see it? Because that Neanderthal nigga is up in you. You see? And we need to talk about it. Because I told you guys where we're headed, next in the body. Now, you guys who are in the camp with me know where we're headed next. The rest of the niggas don't know where we're headed next. They don't even know where we're at. You guys actually know where we're at and where we're actually headed to next. You see what I mean, little flock? So then I'll ask you guys, where are we headed to next? Where's our next destination? Our next place to conquer? That's my question, little flock. Now, we are soldiers, aren't we? Let's just confirm a few things first. We are soldiers, right? So we are enlisted in a military, correct? Before I continue, let's confirm. Brother Chuck in the building. Peace to you. Glad to have you here at the live stream, my brother. You see that, flockulators? I told y'all can't deny that we're one. You can't deny it. Because we got the same information and y'all know exactly where we're headed next. So did y'all know that we're headed to a place that is desperately wicked? Are you aware of that? That's why I said put that thick ass skin. Don't put the little soft ass laying in the plains, picking your teeth with a twig from a dandelion and all this shit. Don't put that skin on. Put that thick ass shit when you're walking through the valley of the shadow of death and shit. Put that skin on. Okay? Because we headed to a place that's desperately wicked, little flock. And we're going to confirm why I'm saying that. Y'all see it? That's right, Brother P. We are a confirmed spiritual military. Yes, we are. Our weapons are not carnal. It is also written, is it not? So then we have weapons. See, we're not just a military that just stand out there with a uniform on. We actually have weapons, and it is written our weapons are mighty as hell. So then it ain't no need in us acting like we are not mighty warriors with mighty weapons. We should act like we're mighty warriors with mighty weapons. And mighty warriors know where they're headed, don't they? They're not on the battlefield scattered around, don't know what the hell's going on. Mighty warriors know exactly what the hell's going on while everybody else is in chaos. I need y'all to hear my words nice and good real quick because I'm saying some deep things. They are all caught in chaos. You are not. You are called out of chaos into order. Now, as long as you remain in that state of being, which the only way you can remain in order is to remain in the state of Yahusha, which is calm and peace and still. If you remain in that state, you're not chaotic, are you? Now you have power because you're remaining in the same state as the spirit. The spirit is power. And this war we're fighting is not going to be won with might, nor with power, but by the spirit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So then if we're spiritual warriors and the war is going to be won spiritually and we have spiritual weapons, then we should have a spiritual general or a leader of an army that can tell us what to do, what weapon to use, what time was going on, what's going to happen, what enemy attack, all that information. Do you hear me today, little fly? Do you hear me today? And so all that was about to happen today, little flockulators, because like I said, we know where we're headed. They don't know. And the reason they don't know is because they're blind. Now, did the Bible say that? What I'm telling you? That the reason they don't know where they're going is because they're blind. Is that what the Bible says? Before I continue. Brother Cut said, I will put the spirit on your boy one night. That's right. That's exactly how it worked. I will put the spirit on your boy one night. And that made your boy powerful. So now I share that because I love my family. Like I told you, little flock. I'm not about to be on the battlefield. I got the most powerful weapon, can't be stopped. And I'm just going to not tell my brothers in arms about it. Are you crazy or what? I'm going to make sure you're sealed. And once I confirm that you're sealed, then I won't make sure you're killed. You hear what I'm saying? I'm just making sure to see if he's sealed. I just want to see if Abba done sealed him. He'd be a terror if Abba ain't healed him. You hear me? All right, brother Chris. See you in a few ticks, my brother. Be safe out there. All right. So now we're going to get into this, and then we're going to confirm a great truth that most people just can't see because they just don't know. Because they just don't know. You hear me, little flock? But we're an army. And so, like I said, you have to be like one. You see that? You have to act like one. If you are indeed one. Okay? So now we're headed to the heart of the body. That's right, my brothers. Y'all said it. We're headed to the heart of the body, a place that's desperately wicked. And we're coming to that heart not to just go in there and just sit there and drink beer and everything. We're going in there to conquer. I told you, Joshua and the men that are with him are men wandered at. They're warriors. They go in and they go forth conquering. Did you read the book of Joshua? Because if you have, then you'll see that he went forth a conquering. When the Israelites, they went to Jericho, that was the first place they went. Joshua led them there. And I've already told you guys that, did I not? Now he's leading us to the next place. And once you see the word that he confirms, then you know that I'm not lying about it. Just like I didn't lie about coming to Jericho. Y'all hear me today, little flockulators? I know these other people don't understand and they don't know, but it's okay. It's okay because we having eyes, we see. They think they have eyes, they see not. You see that? All right. So let's get into it, little flock. Okay. The book of Proverbs. Book of Proverbs, chapter 13. We're going to start there. The book of Proverbs, chapter 13. Okay, let's go to verse 7. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches. Stop. Somebody care to explain that? Expound upon that, I should say. He says, there is that maketh himself rich, and yet he has nothing. And there is him that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches. What does that mean? And for anybody who may be struggling, you know, the branch is here to help you. So you have no fear, don't worry. I'll help you along if you need me to. Okay, Brother P says, he who makes himself rich is the guy who gets rich in a worldly sense. Okay, so that's one half of it. So he gets rich in a worldly sense. Can somebody describe riches in a worldly sense? Brother Vaughn says the poor man is actually the rich man because he's rich in substance in the spirit, and the wisdom is more powerful in the kingdom. That's correct. That's right, Brother Cut. Cars, cribs, hoes, bling, clout, attention, gold, diamonds, rubies, bills, dollars, yuan, yen, shit, rubles, whatever else they got, dinero, all that shit. Now remember how the scripture says, you will love one and hate the other. You can only serve one master. And then it gave you two choices. It didn't give you one and then it said 1,000 other choices. It says one or the other. So then there's God and then there's mammon, it says there. So if you serve mammon, then which man are you? Are you the poor man that actually has great riches, or are you the man who seemingly is rich but is poor? Which man are you if you serve mammon? Brother Chuck says there's material riches, but they're dead spiritual. There's also spiritual riches, but don't have the things of this world to show for it. There you go. There we go. Brother P says, and the guy who was poor in the eye of the world is the guy who was spiritually rich. There you go. So do you see that dichotomy going on? I want to make sure all the flockulators see that. And don't just look at it and walk on off. No, we're warriors. So when we see some shit, we take a note of it. It's like driving down a road and an IED explode. The first time it ever happened. Boom! Well, you guys learned a valuable lesson about traveling on a road around here, didn't you? You didn't just go, oh, well, that was an explosion that went off. So what? Let's just keep on driving. Fuck it. We'll get there. Kabloom! There's another one gone. Oh, well, let's just keep on driving. We'll get, bow! Shit, that one almost blew us up. Fuck it. Let's just keep on driving. Kabloom! You notice that nigga ain't saying nothing no more, right? So when we driving down the road, see, we're wise. We go, boom, okay, stop, reverse, skirt, get hidden. All right, now let's regroup. Shit, did y'all see that? What I saw? Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to figure out a way around that shit. We ain't just gonna drive up the road no more. We're gonna have to figure out what the hell's going on. Where are those things located? Do we have a way we can detect those things? And if we do, then we need to get to detecting. You understand what I'm saying, little flock? We're not just going to just run right on in there. Y'all get it? Brother P says, if you have a lot of worldly goods and a connection to them, you are carnal, worldly, and that shit has corrupted you. Well, you're serving mammon, aren't you? Remember, there's only one or the other. Y'all should know what mammon is by now. And it should be obvious to us why a person would serve mammon, guys. A lot of people do it out of ignorance. Some people knowingly do it. Some people do it out of ignorance. Some people do it out of what they think is righteousness. They're doing what they think is right. I'm taking care of my family. I'm being responsible. I mean, I know I work long as hell all damn day. I never see my family, but I have to take that sacrifice in order to, you see, that's just the same principle. You see it? It's the same principle. It just looks different, but it's the same thing. Y'all feel what I'm saying, little flockulators? All right. So there's a distinction between these two type of men. So then a wise man, if he was to be around other wise men, would he be around men for the most part that seem to have worldly riches and glory and clout and status? Would those be the men he'd be around? Or would he be around men who appeared to be poor men? Well, all you need to do is look at Yahusha. It ain't even hard. People want to look outside of him for godliness. Why? That's my question. Why do people know Yahusha exists, but still look to other people for what righteousness is, as if he didn't fulfill it? Now, my question is, did he fulfill righteousness? Yes. So then why in the hell would we look to somebody else to help us fulfill righteousness if he did it? Why don't we just look at him? Because he's offensive to us. Why? That's my question. Why is Yahusha offensive to the world? Why? That's an interesting note, Brother Cut. Says mammon is another way to say net worth in Hebrew. Isn't that a way of gauging a person's importance or value? What's your net worth? What's your net worth? You see that, little flock? Well, we don't use net to catch dollars. We use nets to catch men because we were transformed into a new profession. Correct? I have made you. See, when you say I made you, I mean you became something new. You used to be fishing, making your money off of the fish you caught in your net worth. But I taught you how to be fishers of men and how to catch things that are truly valuable, which is men's hearts and men's souls. That's of what is of value to God, isn't it? See how nobody can get around the truth? What is of value to God other than the heart of a man? Because what does God look at? He looks at a man. His shoes, his bank account or his net worth, his 401k, his rubies and his diamonds, this chain that he has on, his haircut, his grills, his teeth, his veneers, his Da Vinci's and shit, his plastic surgery, his Botox, his steroids, his trend. What is Abba looking at when he looks at him? And he ain't looking at none of that shit I just mentioned. He's only looking at the first thing I mentioned, which is your heart. So then what is of value? The heart is. But I told you, we're headed there, and it's desperately wicked. So a lot of soldiers would fall there if they had not known how wicked it was before going there. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, little flockulators? So what I'm telling you in code is, do not deny how wicked your damn heart can get. Because the moment you forget how wicked your heart is the moment you start to judge unrighteously your brothers. That's the end result that's going to come when you step astray from proper judgment. You're going to judge your neighbors wrong. You're going to judge everything else wrong. You're not going to have righteous judgment. And if you do that, then you can't fulfill the commandments. So the place you need to be prepared to go is into your heart and deal with what's in there today. And we're going to help you do it. We're going to help you do it. That's right, Brother Cut. Isn't that what he said? I'm not concerned with outward appearance. Is that not what he said about the woman when he said it's not about the braiding of the hair, as you said? It's not about the braiding of the hair, of the costly apparel or jewelry. It's not about that. How come men refuse to hear that? And then when somebody hears me say it like that, they go, what's up with that guy? Did you hear what I said? You guys are refusing to accept it. You hear it. I don't give a fuck if you hear it. I need you to accept that shit and become one with that information so you can change and transform into somebody who's actually alive and not dead in their sin, just going about, feeling around to see if you can feel something new. You're not going to feel nothing new because you're dead. What do dead people feel that's new? All right. Go down to verse 12. Proverbs 13, verse 12. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. So we're talking about the heart, right, little flock? So now, what are we doing right now? Well, the grandson took it upon himself to do you guys deliberate in and the help of doing some reconnaissance of the heart before I delivered this message to you all. That's how I'm delivering it. I did some reconnaissance already. See what I'm telling you guys about us being soldiers? I went in there and looked in up in there and everything and saw what was going on. Oh, yeah, look at this shit. Yeah, look at that. Now, see, when I say look at that, that's in every man's heart. It ain't in just one heart. That's what you got to know too, soldiers. It's in every man's heart. So then don't let a nigga deceive you by acting like he ain't got it in his heart. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because he doesn't purge himself. So then how the hell can he get it out of his own heart? Huh? If he doesn't purge himself, who does the purging? Who prunes? If a branch bear fruit, he purgeth it, that it bear more fruit. Who purgeth it? Who's doing the purging or the pruning or the purifying? That's right, Brother Chuck. That's right. That's right. Now, hope deferred. What is faith? Come on, we're about to get to cooking. Y'all can hear the sizzling in the pot. We ain't through the meat in there yet. We still seasoning that shit. What is faith? Come on, y'all. That's right. That's right. What is faith? The substance of the thing hoped for. Clickety, 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 click. Y'all see that little fly? Hope deferred. The substance of the thing hoped for. So when I desire something, or when I want something to come to pass, then the substance of that hope are the feelings that I have if I were to have that thing. So when it says hope deferred, now somebody should be able to break that down for the flock. What does it mean to have your hope deferred? That's right, my brothers. Evidence not seen. See what I mean about being a soldier? You hear the details of the message. Evidence not seen. Okay, so let me stop looking at evidence to tell me I have something. That's what you have to do from here forward. It's not like you have a choice anymore. The information is there. There isn't any evidence. So then let me stop looking for evidence. Since that's not faith, if I start looking, then I don't have faith. But the tendency is to look. What's causing you to want to look for evidence before you'll believe something? What makes you want to do that? It's my question. Because that's wicked as fuck. If you didn't know it, that's what I'm here to let you know. That's how wicked it is. That's why I'm saying it like that. It's wicked as shit. So then why? What am I describing that's so wicked that I'm saying it like that? What am I describing? Okay, deferred means delayed. Okay, not meeting the expectations. Okay, something that brings you down. Let's get it. Let's get it. So you want something, you don't get it. When you don't get it, how does that make you feel? According to the scripture we just read, hope deferred makes the heart sick. So then you notice I said, how does it make you what? Think? When you don't get the thing you want, how do you start to think? That's not what I said. I said, how do you start to what? Pay attention to what's going on here, little flock, and then you'll see it clearly. You'll be like, damn, grandson, I see why you talk the way you talk. I see why you emphasize what you emphasize. Once you see what I'm bringing your mind to, once you see it, then you'll know when I'm bringing other people's mind to it, and you'll understand exactly why I talk the way I talk. You'll be, yeah, I see exactly why he said the thing that he said, why he said it the way he said it, because it's bringing your mind to that understanding. I see exactly what he's doing. Unbelief is what it is. Now, unbelief is the reason the Israelites couldn't get into the kingdom, right? Out of all the reasons men say they couldn't get in, God only said it was one reason. So then here we go with this shit again. Burn that shit up they told you. Don't listen to them niggas no more. We listening to the Father, and the Father said unbelief was the reason. Do you see why I called it wicked as fuck? Do you understand that now? Now, I also said when you want something and you don't get it, how do you feel? Can ask any toddler this question. That nigga will show you right now. I want. You be like, hold on. See how brother P said delayed? You be like, hold on. Now, when you tell your child, hold on, what do? Do they go, okay, Father, thank you. I will simply sit here and wait as you told me to do, because I'm going to be intelligent, Father. I'm going to sit here like a good little boy with an ascot on and wait until you give me my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just as you have said. Is that what he does? No. What happens? How come I don't even have to wonder about y'all know what happens? How come all of us, no matter what nation we come from, no matter what language we speak, no matter what color we are, no matter what texture of hair we have, we all understand this universal truth that the child is going to do what when you tell them to hold on? Can't play with the School of Marvelous Light. That's right. They'd be like, you said I didn't say no. I just say hold on. You be like, here. Oh, yeah. What? Just a minute ago, you wanted to thrash my face off with your fingernails. Now all of a sudden it's kicking your toes up in the air, singing Barney and every damn thing. I love you and you love me. Happy family. What the hell? Because he got his hope. Y'all understand? Now, his hope getting delayed made him feel what? I keep asking y'all that. Y'all said, Brother Vaughn said frustrated. Okay, that's one thing. Now I ask you, did the Israelites get frustrated when they were in the wilderness? Did they ever get frustrated with God? Skeet-and-deedly, can they understand me? Cause I'm making that shit clear, so crystal clearly. That's right. See, it's the truth of it is everywhere. The dog sits not because he wants to show you how obedient he is. That's not why he sits, nigga. He sit because he hope your ass gonna give him a begging strip for sitting. That's why he hoping your ass gonna give him some of that salmon off your plate for sitting. That's why he does it, because he's going to get an incentive by what you give. Okay, I sat, master. And then you say, hold on, Fido, hold on a minute. He be licking his chop. Eyes blinking and shit. Nigga, ears be moving back and forth. You be like, hold on. I'm going to give it to you. Just wait a minute, nigga. You be like, oh, man. Here, man. You're like, did you taste it? Because it's already in your digestive system, nigga. Why don't you savor it? Here, have another. You're like, never mind. Never mind. Hope you enjoyed your 2 begging strips, dude. Hope you enjoyed them kibbles, because I ain't got no more bits for your ass, nigga. Y'all hear me, little flock? That's how the dog is. It's the same way. You see? That's right. That's right. It can drive you nuts when the dog is doing that, or when the child is doing that, or when anybody keeps nagging you. But Abba said that's how you're supposed to be for him. Remember the woman that kept nagging the unrighteous judge? So now, that's a very interesting point for the soldiers to also put in their log here, okay? Write that shit in your notebook. Okay, wait a minute. Abba said keep on nagging him. He don't get upset about that. He just give you what you want quicker if you keep nagging him. Whoa, shit. That's what he said. Isn't that not what the Bible said? Now we got to confirm that, because it sounds strange when you say that. Does the Bible say to do that? That judge was like, give the woman what she wants for her. She keeps coming bothering me, and she's not going to stop unless I give her what she asked for. So give it to her. And then Yahushua used that as an example of how we should be toward God. Come on. Come on. Okay. Anxious. Great word there, Brother Chuck. That's the feeling exactly what it is. It's anxiousness, right? So now you feel anxious when your hope is deferred. So then it's a feeling that comes when your hope is deferred. Your heart is sick. You see how the feelings and the heart go hand in hand? Grandson always make sure y'all understand that, you see, and don't get off of that. Woman, earth, feelings, Jerusalem, heart, all synonymous. Do you hear what I'm saying there, little flock of ladies? Waves as well. The sea. You see it? Hope y'all can understand that. So now, I gave you that breakdown of the feminine and very different avenues, okay? Why did I do that? So that you could understand when the Bible says, Solomon the grandson says, out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous, but out of 1,000 women, I found none. See what I'm saying there, little flockulators? The heart is desperately wicked. There isn't any feelings of emotions that you feel when you're carnally minded that are righteous ones. They're all wrong. They're all bad for you. So then what am I telling you? It goes on every level. If you pick a woman, see how it all goes together? If you pick a woman for carnal reasons, then you will not be benefited by her. You have to pick her for spiritual reasons. If you don't pick her for spiritual reasons, then you ain't picked the right woman. Come on now. Our nature is to pick for the physical. You see a woman, she look good, you want to hop on. That's just the way it is. Spirit doesn't operate that way. The spirit is calm. The spirit is cool. The spirit is collected. The spirit is still. Hey, grandson. Hey, girl, what's up? I'm just wondering why you're sitting over here so calm and everything. Because I'm safe. Because I'm protected. I want to be safe and protected. Well, follow me, and I'll show you how to be. See how this goes, little flock? See how it's going? That's right. Anxiety is a $2 hole. That's right. Can't bring you nothing but heartache and pain. She for the streets. Do you hear it? It all coincides because it's all the same thing. You see? Brother Chuck says, I was being hesitant to drive a patched tire the other day, and all of a sudden, a truck got in front of me saying, don't be distracted. It's just me and you. I knew it was Abba speaking instantly. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Because you're loved. And so since you're loved, he wants you to feel as though you are. Now, did your feelings change when you saw that little message, Brother Chuck? Watch what I'm about to say to y'all little flockulators. You felt anxious, but then you saw that message, and did your feelings change? Just curious. Let's just see here, little flock. Gotcha. All right. So speaking of distracted, you said you got distracted. The thing said, don't be distracted. So then what are distractions? If you are a man and you're married, what are your distractions? So we can just keep this very simple. What would be a distraction to a married man? So easy to be understood and so easy to do this. So let's flocculate. See that, Brother Chuck? Your feelings change instantly. See what I mean? It's about feelings. And so it's about a woman. It's about feminine. It's about your wife being desperately wicked. Now, all you have to do is look at God's wife and see, is she desperately wicked when you read the Bible? Hell to the yeah. Didn't one of the brothers say something about a $2 hoe? What did Abba say about his wife? He said she's a contrary hoe. She pays the men to have sex with her. They don't even pay her. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. That's why I be telling people to get out your feelings or you won't understand what the Bible says. Because the Bible's telling you real life. It's telling you everything about it. But people don't like the dark part about life. They only like the light part. The moon pies and lollipops. Well, there's more to life than moon pies and lollipops, nigga. There's AKs as well and grenades. Did you sing that part, that verse of the song? About the drones? The predator drones? Did you sing that part about life? Did you sing the part about cancer? About AIDS? Ebola? Virus after virus? Vaccines? Poisons? Did you sing that part of the song? Betrayal? Death, murder, espionage, backstabbing? Did you sing that verse of the song? Well, then you need to. Now, hear what I'm saying. Okay? Perfect analogy, Brother P. The lady in red is his distraction. Okay, guys. So let's get spiritual. Can y'all jump through the portal? I'm making it. Can y'all jump through it? Okay, let's jump through it. All right, we're about to jump through. The lady in red, now we're jumping through the portal. Understand? Just stay with me. You'll follow what I'm saying. We're jumping through the portal. The lady in red is a feeling that seems like it matches the scenario I'm in. Feel what I'm saying? So then if I'm in a scenario that looks dangerous,
Here comes the lady in red. Now, my husband has already told me I'm safe, but here comes a distraction. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So my wife is the feeling that I am safe, the feeling that matches that thought. I am safe. That is my wife. But I'm being enticed now to cheat on her with another lady that's in red that I'm looking at that matches the circumstance. What am I saying? You went through something that looked dangerous. So now you feel as though you should feel like it's dangerous. Do y'all follow what I'm saying here? That's the lady in the red dress. The feeling that matches it's dangerous. That's the lady in the red dress that you shouldn't even pay no damn attention to. She ain't nothing but a hoe. She got death between her legs. The shit smell like cottage cheese down there that been left in the sun for 3 months. Don't go down in there, nigga. Her feet take hold of death. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's not about a physical woman. Her feet take hold of death. Whose feet? The feelings that match the lie, nigga. Do y'all hear what the grandson is saying or not? I know I need to confirm because the world can't understand what I'm saying. I need to confirm y'all can. Y'all, I told y'all we're soldiers. Now, when you're a soldier and you're giving messages across to other soldiers, do you want other people to understand what the hell y'all are saying? Or do you speak in code with that nigga? We speak in code. So don't get all up in arms they don't understand. That's a good thing. They be like, the grandson said something about woman, earth, sea. I don't understand what that means, grandson. I know. Yeah. Okay, see how we're peculiar? That's the lady in the red dress. The feelings that match what the circumstance look like it is. Because your husband doesn't tell you to feel how it looks. Does he? Let's see. I'm going to do this like I always do. There's a boat on a damn sea getting thrown around. And Yahusha's asleep. See? That don't match. Do it. See, when I was young, let me go ahead and give y'all this tidbit of information here. It'll help y'all too when y'all talk to people. When I was young, and I may have gotten reprimanded for something or checked about something that I did by my mother or my father, more than likely my father. Sometimes he'd ask me a question, little flock. Now, I know what I had done, and I knew what I was thinking that got me in this trouble. I knew what I had done and what my thoughts were when I did the thing that was wrong. I knew it all. But sometimes my father would ask me a question concerning what I had done. And sometimes I would give him the answer that I knew was right. Like, for instance, your parent asks you something, you know the right answer. So you give them the right answer, even though that may not actually be the right answer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or the honest answer, but you give it because it's right. A lot of people do that with the Bible. It doesn't apply to their heart. You see it, but they speak well with their mouth. You honor me with your lip, but your heart's far from me. So you steal something. Your dad checks you and goes, son, don't you know it's wrong to steal? Yes, sir. I know that it's wrong to steal. Do you see what I'm saying? But in your heart, you're going, I don't give a fuck. I'm about to go back and steal some more shit as soon as he stops talking to me. But yes, sir. Yes, I know. I know that wasn't right. I shouldn't have done that. I know that. Same thing with people with the Bible. You say, doesn't the Bible say this? Yes, it does say that. Well, then act like it said and do it. Oh. Yeah, your wicked ass heart showing it how wicked it is, how rebellious it is. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So now we see the lady in the red dress, right? We all confirm we seeing her now. So what we're going through today is not the ideal. In other words, your hope. Do you hear what I'm saying? What you're going through today is not the fulfillment of your hope. You're traveling toward it. You're traveling to get to it. And in the midst of that traveling, you have things that happen to you that distract you. In other words, your feelings will change that you don't have it. And once your feelings change that you don't have it, what did the Bible say happened in your heart? It gets sick. It gets sick. So then what happens when you lay with that woman in the red dress? You get dick sick. You get sick in the dick. You hear me? I'm just keeping it 100 and real with you. Now, to get sick in the dick spiritually means you cannot penetrate anymore. You cannot penetrate your feelings with right thoughts anymore because your thoughts have become subject to the lady in the red dress. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, little fly? Do you hear? Like I said, I like to make sure we're at a plane. So confirm with me. 7 in the chat, something. Confirm it with me, y'all. That y'all following this and y'all are right there with me. Okay? Now remember, in the midst of all this femininity I've been talking about, I mentioned Jerusalem. You notice that? Yeah. Now, why is Jerusalem so sick? If Jerusalem is supposed to be peaceful, isn't that what Jerusalem means? Now, out of all the cities of the earth, which city did God choose? That's my question. Out of all the cities of the earth, which city did God choose? That's right, Brother Cut. That's right. You're going to get them spiritual STDs. Your dick ain't going to work no more. Your shit going to be limp. Can't get hard. Can't bust a nut. You're like, what the hell, man? I can't feel anything anymore. What's going on with me? Well, you got ED. Shit, your ass got ED now. Because you've been messing with Jezebel in the red dress. Yeah. Brother said, I knew better when I was feeling anxious about that tire, but I was shown grace and love through the message on that truck. That's right, brother. That's what keeps us, is his grace. No doubt about it, man. There's no doubt about it. We feeling it and we can't shake it, and we get down on ourselves because we can't shake it. I remember I told you who does the pruning. So if you're the rose bush, a rose bush is alive, my brother. So if the rose bush is alive, it can talk. So then talk to the gardener and say, hey, gardener, I got a dead rose over here. Mind pruning it for me? It'll help me grow a whole lot more. It'll help me become more fruitful if you prune that off of me. Do you hear that? Well, that's the same conversation you would have with the Father. Father, this anxiety about this tire, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to come. So it's not going to benefit, nor can I grow the right thoughts in its place. So remove it so that right thoughts can grow in its place. And then it'll happen, just like it happened for you through grace. Because like you said, you knew you were feeling wrong. You knew it. Because you knew it, you were given grace. Because of that acknowledgement that you were thinking wrong. See, that's called repentance right there. I'm not thinking right. So then you need to do my thinking for me. I'm the I am that can't think right. But you the I am that can. So then I am this program for me. Take the wheel. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Oh man, yes, right, brother. Cut. Empty gas tank. No money. Low on food. Stranded. In jail. Hated. Kicked out. All these things create the same anxiety. I'm not safe. I'm not loved. Your heart getting sick, nigga. You're getting sick. I ain't loved. See how your dick is sick. Your dick. Pay attention to it, man. You hear how it's talking? I'm not loved. And here comes the nut. Here comes the semen and everything. I guess I never was loved. I guess it's no point in me even trying to hang on to this hope anymore because it's not going to ever come. So then it's no need in hanging on. Look at that shit. Look what you're doing. Like Brother Chuck was saying, I know that ain't right to be like that. I know. And we be doing it anyway. We be like, but this shit, but this 3D, Abba, it just won't relent off of me. I'm just keeping it real. The world don't know why I'm talking like this, but you guys do because you're experiencing it. You're like, I know that's wrong to think that thought concerning that. I know it's wrong. Damn, why does it just pop up? Why does it just come immediately? Because it's called sin nature. The same struggle Paul was telling us all about. Wretched man. What a wretched man who would think these kinds of thoughts secretly in his heart. What a wretched man that is that does that. Who thinks that kind of evil shit. And that's who I am? Oh my God, who's going to deliver me? Who's going to save me from this? That's Paul talking. I'm just quoting it. And I'm quoting it with the energy that matches it. A man going through that. Because that's what we're going through. You walk outside, you're minding your business. Here come the lady in the red dress. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm walking this way now. Here comes another lady in a red dress. Gosh, golly. Okay, I'm going to walk down this pathway. That way I won't be seen by any ladies in a red dress. Here she is. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's right. And this is the beauty of staying in the end. You see it, brother? This is the beauty of staying in the end. This is what the faithful do. The faithful literally means staying in the end of your hope. I don't care what it look like. That's why I sing that song, guys. Don't give a damn what you niggas say. I don't give a damn what you done said. Why do I say what you done said? Because a lot of people don't do shit because of what a nigga done said about it. Not even what he's currently telling you when you're facing the thing. It's what he's told you before concerning it. Yeah, don't you know if you do that, then it won't work? Don't you know if you do that, that people will laugh at you? Don't you know if you do that? Don't you know if you do that? Don't that record need to get broke over my knee and threw in the trash because it's skipping. It's skipping. Don't do us no good. So throw that nigga in the trash. Throw him in the trash. Because all he got to say, doubt. Hey man, if you were loved, wouldn't God do this? Okay, well explain this to me then, devil. Damn deceiver. That same damn Neanderthal I keep telling you about that's talking to you every damn day. Talk to his ass and tell him the truth like I'm about to. If I were not loved, then how come I was walking? I was in jail, first of all, nigga. I was in jail. And then I said I'm free. And so I am free because of that. Do you see it? So now I'm free and I'm supposed to feel like I'm not loved. And that's why I'm not free. No, I'm loved. That's why I'm free. But meanwhile, while I'm thinking about being free and how good that makes me feel, because my Abba is good, even though them niggas tried to say something, them niggas done said something, and them niggas tried to do something, but it didn't matter because my Abba was good and I'm free. So after I'm sitting singing that song, walking up the street, then my shoulder starts hurting and I say, well, I sure would like a backpack. That sure would lighten my load, Abba. That sure would make walking down this street for the next 300 miles a whole lot easier. I look down as soon as saying that prayer. There's a backpack right there. I still have it to this day. I keep telling you guys that. The backpack is right there on the side of the freeway. I pick it up, put my stuff in it, put the backpack on. I start singing some more about what Abba done for me. Y'all give me a second to just flow through the spirit right now of gratitude. So now I'm walking up the street with the backpack on and I'm going, Abba, you let me out of jail according to your namesake that I was free. I am free. You let me out of jail. I'm walking on the side of the road. My shoulder hurts. I'm starting to bleed because this little shit that I got on my shoulder is cutting my shit. You bless me with a backpack after me just thinking about it. I just thought, well, sure would be nice to have a backpack. Sure would make this a whole lot easier. And then there's the backpack right there on the side of the road and every damn thing. So I put my shit inside of the backpack and now I'm walking with that backpack, praising you, Father. So I ain't got time to listen to that nigga say something, then said something or do something. I got time. I'm too busy praising my husband who blessed me with a backpack, something so simple, something so insignificant of a request, but you heard me and gave it to me. So now I'm walking with that on and now my feet start to bleed because my shoes are too small and I'm walking and I have $9 in my pocket and then I say, Abba, just like the backpack and just like you lighten my load with my backpack, I know you can do the same thing with my shoes. I know that you will do it and I know that it's already done. So I'm praising your name for it already being done. As I'm praising his name, I look over on the side of the freeway. There's a Goodwill there. I walk in, some Nikes in there for $5, happen to be my size. I take them, put them on my feet. My feet feel totally different. Now I have the shoes and the backpack on, and I'm walking with $4 left, and I'm walking and I'm just singing praises and happy, and everybody's looking at me, looking crazy as hell on the side of the road, like, why is this guy singing with tears streaming down his face, singing full volume, I add, without shame. Singing full volume to my Father, thanking him for what he has shown me and what he has done for me. And as I'm doing this, a lady pulls up on the side of the road. Well, before that, I go into McDonald's, I buy some food, somebody gives me some free food. I'm sitting there with more gratitude saying, Abba, now here it is again. You didn't help me. I only spent $2 while I was in here, but now I have like $6 worth of things I have to eat. I'm thanking him for that. And I'm sitting there, tears still streaming and everything, having gratitude for these things he's showing me, how he loved me and how he's with me and how he's going to carry me through all the way to the end if I just stay faithful. So now as I'm sitting there thinking about that, I say, well, I got a long way more to go, about 270 miles, Father. But I'm willing to keep going. He says, keep going. So I start walking, it starts getting dark, and he says, get off the freeway, it's not safe. So I get on this other street called Experiment Farm Road, parallel with the freeway. And I start walking, and as I'm walking, a woman, Starla, pulls over on the side of the road with her sons and says, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's the problem? I'm trying to get home, it's 270 miles. Okay, well, I can't take you that far, but are you hungry? Yes. She buys me dinner. She takes me to her father's house. Her father has a camper outside. They let me sleep in the camper in a bed with my shoes off. And you guys, are you serious? You want to doubt what God will do for you today? You can't with a preacher like me preaching to you because I've witnessed it. I've seen it and it is real. And so I have to tell you it like it's real, little flock. I don't give a damn what you think about me when I'm talking about the Father. I care about what you think about him. And do you know that what he'll do for you is more beyond what your imagination can't even comprehend? So then there's no need in you trying to contrive some shit to combat what God can do for you. Because ain't no weapon formed against us going to prosper. So it ain't no need in ever acting like it can, because it can't. So I went to sleep, little flock. Belly full, heart full, full of joy, full of happiness, and full of good food. And went to sleep. And I wake up and the same woman brings me breakfast and then says, hey, you know what? I can take you. I got a business meeting 100-something miles away. I could take you at least 100 miles. All right, we get in the car. Her business meeting gets canceled on the way. She says, you know what? It's about 170 more miles to go to get to your house. Get to your city. Let's just go. She takes me all the way home. I'm with a woman. I'm with 2 women and 2 children. And I'm traveling with them. And we go to a woman's house and this woman gets upset and puts us out in the middle of the night with the children and everything. She puts us out in the middle of the night. Now, a week prior to this, I did not even have a vehicle. I was brand new to this city. I just came on faith. I didn't have a vehicle. Well, in the midst, about a week prior to that, I meet this woman that says, hey, I noticed you're walking and everything. You don't have a car? I'm like, no, just came to this city. I don't have anything. And the things that I did have were all taken and stolen from me. So I don't have anything left. She says, well, I have a car sitting in my driveway that I haven't drove since 2015. It's 2018 at this time. I haven't driven it since 2015. It's just sitting there. Something wrong with it. Can't nobody figure it out. Can't nobody work on it and get it right. So maybe you could take a look at it. I say, sure. I go over there. I look at the car. I see exactly what's wrong with it. It's an ignition issue. The ignition just had to be moved in a certain type of way. I could see that it was getting stuck. That was all it was. So I unstuck it. And when I unstuck it, the car started right on up. And she says, well, I told you if you could get it started, you could have it. Here you go. And then a week later, I get put out of the place I'm in. Well, at least I'm in the car now that I've gotten from the woman because Abba gave me the grace to fix it. After she said I tried to pay people, I've did this and did this. Nobody can fix it. Nobody can figure out what's going on with it. I figured it out in 2 minutes because Abba showed me how. I didn't have the money. I didn't have a job, but I got a car, a nice ass car, nice ass Volvo. It was a nice ass Volvo too. Heated seats and shit, leather and all that shit. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker nice. She said she ain't been driving it. Shit, I would have been. Shit, and I am. So I am, and I was. See what I'm saying, little flock? We get put out in the middle of the night. We go off into the Family Dollar parking lot. We're just sitting in the parking lot. We have nowhere to go. So we drive around. And eventually we find a house. It's an abandoned house. And it's the driveway on the side of the house kind of hidden, shrubs all around it and everything. So we pull up in there and we go to sleep for the night. We get up the next day. We're like, damn, what are we going to do? I said, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to be quiet and close our eyes and sit here for a minute. I have the two women that could tell the same story. I said, sit there and close your eyes for a moment first. What do you want? Well, we just need to get a room to sit down, regroup, get our stuff somewhere so we can regroup and figure out our next move. Okay, you need a room? Okay, well, I am in the room. That's what I told them to do. 45 minutes later, we were in the room. The kids were jumping on the beds up and down, screaming and hollering like they had never had a house before or something. And I just stood there in the doorway with tears coming down, watching them jump up and down in the bed. So stop playing, because I ain't. And since 2017, I ain't had no job. I ain't been able to make no money or do anything. But yet he keeps providing for me because I keep singing his song for him. Despite what it looked like. Homeless. Looking in your shit with nothing there. You have your kids sitting there. You have nothing there to give them. But you still praise his name anyway. Because you understand what that is you're looking at. It's not what it looks like. This is a woman in a red dress trying to convince me that my father doesn't love me and he will let my children starve. I don't believe it. I don't believe that because I'm loved. So do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. Take it all from me then. And believe me, the enemy is a roaring lion that will tear your ass down to nothing, looking to devour you. Nah, I come down off that cloud now. I'm back. That's right, Brother Cut. The free ice cream and everything. Like the girl's like, oh, you want ice cream? Yeah. Didn't somebody pay for that? Yeah, I guess, but they left. Sure, thanks. You just love me. Just tell you the truth. You love me. How can I say you don't love me when you're doing this? You guys, I'm walking up that road I told you about, Experiment Farm Road. That's the name of it. I'm walking up that road, just one lane in cornfields. In the middle of the night, it's dark. The sky is all full of stars and everything. I'm just walking and marveling over the stars and everything. And I feel sprinkles of rain on my head. Now watch what I'm going to tell you about how the mind does versus what God does. I feel the sprinkles of rain on my forehead and everything. And I say to myself, well, I didn't expect that. Now I have to find some shelter to get out of the rain for the night. I have to find somewhere to sleep. And now it's raining. So now I have to find somewhere where I can get some shelter from the rain. As I'm thinking all of this, here comes Starla pulling up in that truck I told you about. And where did I sleep that night? In a bed inside of a camper. So, and I listened to the rain tatter on the top of that tin roof. And it really helped me to sleep good too, little flock. Now I'm thinking I need to get somewhere sheltered out of this rain and everything because it's about to start raining. So I can't just keep walking. I was just going to keep going as far as I could. But I'm like, no, I got to stop somewhere and get somewhere some shelter. And what am I going to do? Here comes the lady in the truck pulling up. That's what I'm going to do, says Abba. I already got it planned for you. You got breakfast coming in the morning. I bet you don't know that either. I didn't. But it did. It came. She came right over to me and said, eat this. It's what you asked for, right? I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I asked for. Thanks. I'm watching through the window. Her and her dad are standing out there talking. Her dad's like 80-something years old. Mr. Drummond is his name. Ex-military guy. Loving, kind man. Thoughtful, generous, humble. Man, Brother P, look. When you say a good night rest, there's two types of relief that really stand out to me in my life. Of course, one of them is after the 40. What I felt when I came back after the 40. That was, whoo boy, hard to put into words that day. But this was another day like that. I went into that camper. I stepped up in there and everything, and I turned. I could look back and see the bed back in the back there, like a little dining room table in there and everything. I'm like, okay, shit, kind of nice up in here. Shit. But I get on that bed and I just took my shoes off. When I took my shoes off, the relief on my feet, I mean, like I said, I'm crying, man, because I'm just the love, the thoughtfulness of the Father to care for me in this. How could this woman be driving to go get pizza for her family in the middle of the night, happen to come upon me? She sees me at the time. I'm 34 years old. When she sees me, she tells me I'm a kid. She thinks I'm 20 years old. That's what she said. I thought you're just some kid out stranded, like 19 or 20 years old. That's why I stopped. Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, Abba, thank you. But she just happens to see me, happens to have a dad who happens to have a camper that's just empty right there waiting for the grandson. It just happened to happen. No. But to say it was a good night's rest, you ain't lying about it, man. Matter of fact, the sleep was so good. I've told this part before. I'll tell it again. The sleep was so good that the woman told me, call her at 9 o'clock a.m. I called her at 9:15 a.m. because when 9 o'clock came, I was up and I was ready to call, but the bed felt too damn good. I said, I just want to sleep a little bit more. So I'll call her at 9:10. That's what I said. And then 9:10 came and I said, 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. And 9:15 came and the phone rang. I went, ain't nobody calling this phone, because I just got it from a guy on the street. He gave it to me. He was about to go purchase his drugs. And before he did that, he gave me that phone and he gave me a ride. Then he purchased his drugs and went home. So then I got the phone and everything. It rings. It's her, because I gave her that number before she left that night. She's calling. I'm like, hello. She's like, yeah, I told you to call me at 9. I'm like, I know. I just wanted a couple of extra winks and everything. She's like, yeah, I know, but I told you to call me at 9. I'm like, yeah, you did. And I should have, but I was just trying to get a couple extra little minutes of sleep. You see, because it was too good. It was too good. And remember, I'm thinking I'm still almost 200 miles away from home. Okay. A little over 200 miles away from home still. So I'm still thinking I'm going to get up the next day and still have to walk. Or she possibly could have gotten a bike for me, she says. She says, I think I may have an extra bike at home. I got kids and a husband and everything. We got plenty of bikes. Maybe I got one we don't need anymore. If we do, I'll bring that up here for you. And then you can go on your way from here. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So I'm eating the breakfast with that in mind. See, I don't know all of this stuff he has planned. I'm just going along for the go along. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen here next? I already said I'm at home. See, I've already said I'm at home. Okay, guys, that's another key I want you to know. I've already said in my mind, I'm at home already. Already seeing myself walking up the front porch, going into the house. But here I am at Starla's father's house. See what I'm saying to you? Remember how my hope, I'm at home. So don't deter from the state that you would be if you were at home, and everything will flow and lead you right there. That's what's happening. So now everything is linking up perfectly for me to do it. So I'm just sitting there watching it happen, because he says, stand still and see the salvation. So now I'm standing here eating, so watching the salvation. Okay. Now, as I'm sitting there eating, I'm thinking I'm going to get this bike and then keep riding. It's better than walking. At least I'll have a bike. So I'm giving gratitude for that. But this woman says, now she's in a pickup truck. Remember, she says, well, let's put the bike on the back of the pickup truck. And I have a meeting. Remember, I told you I have a meeting. It's like 110 miles from here. So I could take you at least there, and then you can take the bike and go on your way. I said, okay. But in the midst of us going to the meeting, the person called her and said, we need to cancel. Could we do it another day? And she said, yeah, no problem. So now we done drove about 100 of those miles already. She's like, we're almost already out here. And now it's canceled. So now what are we going to do? When she looks at the thing, she says, well, how far is it? At that point, it was like 170 miles or something. She says, okay, well, just take you all the way. So now she drives me all the way to Detroit, drops me off at Burger King on I-75 exit, downtown Detroit. I get off, get the bike, I give them hugs and say all our farewells and everything, and I get on the bike, and within 5 minutes, I'm at the house. Just yesterday, I'm on the side of the freeway looking at the GPS saying 300 miles. Well, that'd take at least 2 weeks or something walking. See? Took 2 days. Because Abba do it. Y'all understand why I broke all that down, why I went off on that tangent and said all that stuff? Because who can tell me that it didn't happen? Nobody can. Nobody can. And I was knowingly doing the operant work. That's what I'm describing to you. I was doing it faithfully, knowingly. See, I'm at home. I am free. I'm safe. So all of those things I described to you are the proof of the thoughts that I secretly had. Can y'all follow what I'm saying here? The reason why I said that is so that you can also see what the results will be if you do the wrong thing in that secret place. If you're not, I am safe, I am well. If that's not what you're doing, I am in love. I'm sick of this shit. I'm fucked up. I'm sad as fuck. I'm lonely as hell. See? Then you will get the things that play out. Like I got the sleeping in the bed and the shoes and the backpack. You'll get the things that match you're fucked up. You're going to get it. You're going to get it either way. So then you may as well get it the right way, right? I would say so. See, I used to be stressing and stressing and stressing, but I kept on pressing and pressing and pressing. And I got them lessons and lessons and lessons. And now I got blessings on blessings on blessings. Do you hear them words? I used to be stressing, but I kept pressing. Do you understand? And everything moves out of your pathway and makes a straight way for you. It's just the way it is. He makes a way when it seems like there is no way. Y'all hear me, little flock? That's called a testimony. Do you hear it? A testimony. Now, back to verse 12 of Proverbs 13. And let's get into it. And let's get this finished, little flock. Hope deferred maketh the heart sick. We've been breaking that down. But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. Oh my goodness. Are you serious, Abba? You did this for me? See, same thing I'm describing. That's a tree of life. Those are feelings that are life. You see that sound right there? You hear that sound right there? Do you? Hope you do. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. See it? But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So just exactly what I just told you guys. If you despise the testimony I have just given you, which means you do not believe it, you reject it, then what will happen to you? You'll be destroyed because you don't know what's causing the events to take place. But a wise man, if he knows he has a hand in the result, then what you think he'll put in? Death? Why would he bring death upon himself if he now knows he has a hand in what comes? Blessedness or death, life or death. You choose. I ain't playing. You choose this day who you will serve, life or death. Now your heart is so desperately wicked, it can't help but choose death. Hope you hear that, little flock. Did you hear it? Did y'all hear that nice and good? Your heart is so wicked, it chooses death. This is what Brother Chuck described when he said he felt anxious when he got in the car because of the tire. The tire is outside of him. It's affecting the feelings inside of him. So he had to repent and the feelings inside of him had to change. Do you understand? In order for the outside circumstance, which is I'm safe. I'm traveling in a perfect way to my destination without any hindrances, without any hiccups, without any damage, without any hurt or harm or danger. I'm blessed in my travels everywhere I go. I travel so smoothly and effortlessly. See how I'm talking? I am traveling so smoothly and effortlessly from place to place that I often marvel at how easy I am traveling from place to place. I get from place to place so easily and smoothly, and I marvel over it. Nigga sitting in a traffic jam. Do you understand? You're sitting in a traffic jam. I travel so smoothly, unimpeded to my destination that I don't ever stress or worry about traffic, ever. I never have to. There's some guy that thinks he's smart going to say, but you don't see all the brake lights in front of you? You don't see all the traffic jam, buddy? So then tell me how I should feel because I see the traffic jam. Watch the death. Watch the death that's going to come out of his mouth. How should I feel because of the traffic jam? He's fucking pissed. Here we go. You should feel angry. Here the fuck we go. You should get mad. You should be impatient. That's what we're supposed to feel like. You're sitting over there like you're sitting in the back of a damn Bentley Continental being chauffeured around or something. It's because I am. It doesn't look like you are. How does God judge? You can grab your head all you want. You can't find no good enough lie. So just shut up. With Mark in the building. All right. Peace, Flocker later. All right. So now, if you despise this testimony, don't believe that what I've told you is true, you're going to be destroyed, he said. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So if you fear, which means believe it. That's what fear means. See? It means believe. So if you believe that report I gave you, then you'll say, well, then grandson, shit. When I want to be somewhere, I'll just say I'm there. And I will remain in the feelings that I am there. See, that's the part people keep on forgetting. They think they can have a baby without a wife. This is why I broke down the woman to you earlier, so you can know how to get your manifestation, your spiritual baby. We know how to get a flesh baby. So if we know how to get a flesh baby, we should know how to get a spiritual one. But most people don't know how to get one. They don't know how. You see it? But I'm helping you how. Helping you know how. All right? Watch this little flop. The law of the wise is a fountain of life. A law simply means, what do you do to get a result? What are the steps that must be taken to get a desired result? For instance, if you keep these commandments and you keep the words that I've told you today, then you should be blessed. But if you don't keep my commandments, you shall be cursed. Same principle. You see it? To depart from the snares of death. You see it? The law of the wise is a fountain of life. To depart from the snare of death. So the law of the wise, that's what I'm describing to you today. The law of the wise. I am there. I am relaxed. I am sleeping in a nice, comfortable bed. Thank you, Father. But you're walking on the side of the freeway, grandson. Anybody who would have saw me would have said that to me. Anybody who would have saw me would have said, I hope, man, I hope you find somewhere. Hope you get somewhere. Man, good luck to that, brother. Not knowing that I surely was laid back, relaxed, extremely comfortable that night. See? See? Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. So then, the way they tell you to get something, the transgressing way to get something is hard work. That's what they'll tell you. Hard work is how you'll get it. Did I tell you I did hard work? No. I simply assumed that I had the thing. Father, it sure would be nice to have a backpack because then this wouldn't hurt anymore. It would be comfortable. It would be much easier to walk. I'd be just happy and I just give you praises, Father. If you could just there's a backpack on the side of the freeway right there. I rarely ever see backpacks on the side of the freeway as it is, let alone right here where I'm just walking. And it's exactly what I'm asking for. It's not some random item. It's exactly what I'm talking about in my mind, in my heart. So I assumed I had it in my heart and then I did. See how that works? That's the process. That's the wise law I'm telling you about. Assume you have it and it is. Ask believing and it is. It's the same wise teaching that Yahushua gave you. Ask believing and you shall have it, correct? Now I proved to you I asked believing and I got everything I asked for and more. So then what the hell am I supposed to tell you? A transgressor's way to get it, which is hard work? I didn't do hard work. I assumed. That ain't hard to do. Is it? That's my question. Is it hard to assume something? No. Okay? Watch this little flop. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. You see that? All right. Let's keep going. Okay. Verse 18, poverty and shame shall be to him that refuses instruction, but he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. Now remember, we talked about the rich man that make himself poor but is rich, and a man that make himself rich but is poor. You see that there, little flop? So then poverty and shame, the man that got all his riches and everything is actually in poverty and in shame, isn't he? I'll give you an example. There was a rich man that came to Christ and said, I kept all the commandments. What must I do? And Yahushua said, if you will be perfect, sell all that thou hast, give to the poor, and come and follow after me. And that man left sorrowful. So he had great riches, but he internally was empty and in poverty. So then he got ashamed. He walked away sorrowful. See how the Bible talks? Very clear. So poverty is when trouble hits and a man doesn't have a solution. That's a man that's poor. Because his solution is money and riches. Once he can't get out of his case with money and riches, what else does he have? That's my question for you guys. Money is a defense, but wisdom is a defense. Therefore, get wisdom. For wisdom is the principal thing. And with all thy getting, get understanding. If your money cannot deliver you, then what will? That's my question for the whole wide world. Because they think money can deliver them out of every circumstance they find themselves in. Well, what happens when the money can't? Because God already said, see what I'm trying to say to these people? God already said your silver and your gold shall not deliver you in the day of calamity. So then there you have it. There you have it. So then silver and gold won't do it. You must do what the grandson did. But if you're poor, then you don't have those riches. Correct? That's right. Doesn't that let you know that he's there? Brother Cut, Brother Mark, his rod of correction. Isn't that the affirmation that he's with you? When you're a child and you're playing and you're a kid, before the age of accountability, you often play and you get so caught up in your play that you forget the people are even in the room with you, your mother, your father. You forget. You're just caught up in playing and in your imagination. And maybe you grabbed something you shouldn't have grabbed, or maybe you did something you shouldn't have did in the midst of your playing, and your father maybe tapped your arm, or maybe you heard his voice say, hey, or maybe you heard him say, stop, or maybe he tapped your hand. That's called the rod of correction. That comforts us. Why? Because it lets us know he's with us. And he's watching our every move. And that should bring great joy to a man's heart. But when he likes to hide his deeds in darkness and do wicked shit, then he's not going to rejoice over somebody watching him constantly. Okay. Verse 19, little flock. The desire accomplished is sweet to the soul. Stop. What's the soul? Before we continue, what is the soul? A lot of them will just delete themselves when the money goes. Goes to show how they identified themselves with the material goods they have and superficial things that they do. That's right. We read about it right there in Revelation. It's like people don't see it. Weren't they looking at a city, calling it the Golden City? How has the Golden City ceased? Cease means to stop. So they trusted in it, guys. It's so clear. They trusted in the glitz, the glamour, the bling, the money, the clout. They trusted in it. That was their defense. And in 1 hour, it was gone. and they will hope for death and not find it. So many people will be trying to kill themselves and can't do it. It won't succeed at doing it. Shit. It's like a nigga that blew his head off with a gun trying to commit suicide, but all he did was deform himself. He wake up in the hospital after surgery. Dude. Nigga wake up looking in the mirror. Where the hell the side of my head at? Oh shit, what happened to me? Nigga, you blew your own head off last night. Remember you tried to kill yourself? I did. Oh, nigga drooling. Oh shit. I can't even walk no more, can I? No, you can't. You can't do shit no more. But sit there and drool, nigga. That's the result of your actions. You hear what I'm saying? Look like it's just the truth. That's right. This golden city has fallen. It has ceased. That's what they're saying. Babylon the Great has fallen. You hear me? That's what they trusted in. That's why everybody nervous right now. Oh, the stock market. Something's gonna happen. Yeah, it is. And what are you going to do when it happens? That's the question. Stop saying it gonna happen. I told y'all about people that do that. Oh, I saw something. Okay, now what are you going to do because of what you saw? React to it? I don't care what these niggas say. I'm not singing that song for no reason. I'm singing it right now because right now is when they're going to do the shit. They're going to pull the great deception on you niggas. But I don't care what they say. So how the hell can I be deceived? Opposite the very elect can't be. And he can't be because he only listen to one voice. So I don't care what you niggas say. Shit. All right. So what did it say here, Lil Fly? He says, when the desire is accomplished, it is sweet to the soul. So when the grandson got off that bike and walked up that porch and walked in that house, how do you think I felt? How do you guys think I felt when that nigga came to me when I was sitting in the jail cell and said, hey, you got to go, man. Get on out of here. How do you think I felt? And then how do you think I felt when I had been preaching this to a brother and that brother heard the jail nigga say, you got to go now. You're out of here. How do you think I felt when that man ran up to me and said, oh my God, brother, you just were teaching me about this shit. I just asked you when you were getting out and you said, I'm already out. And now you're out and I'm still in here to the 1st of April. That was his out date. I'll never forget it. His out date was the 1st of April. I got out like March 28th or something like that. Now, March 27th, we were talking about it. The day before, we were talking about it. And I said, I'm already out. He's like, when's your out date? I said, I don't have an out date. I'm already out. He said, well, my out date is the 1st. Now, I didn't have one. They didn't give me an out date because they told me 90 days. See? But I didn't do 90 days because I don't give a damn what these niggas say. So I didn't do 90 days because I don't give a fuck what they say. These niggas act like they're gay. So I don't give a fuck what they say because these niggas need to be eating hay. Fuck what these niggas say. I'm gonna leave them where they lay. Shit. Hey, baby. I don't give a damn what them niggas say. You hear? You hear what I'm trying to say, Lil Fly? He said, be of good cheer. Why would I be not if I see the thing that I'm doing working so well? That's power. Once you know you have power, shouldn't you rejoice over this shit? Yeah, I say so. All right. So when the desire is accomplished, now we heard earlier, the hope deferred make your heart sick. But if your desire is accomplished, it's sweet to your soul. Now I asked that question. Let me see what you guys said up in here. The soul. The psychological life. That's right, Brother P. That's right. The psychological life. So a person kills themselves because psychological turmoil, correct? A person is in depression because of psychological turmoil, correct? When a person is out their shit, you call them a psycho, correct? People have to go to therapy for psychological help, correct? Psycha, right? That's your soul. Christ said, I come to give you rest for your soul. So then, if I do what Christ tells me to do when a stressful circumstance comes, my psychological shall have rest. Well, if I'm free, then I'm psychologically set free from all of the things that would hinder me. All the ladies in the red dresses cannot distract me because I'm already to my destination. Can you hear what I'm saying? I'm already at home. Okay? Let's continue, little flock. Then we'll be done. We ain't got much longer. We ain't got much longer. Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 4. Okay, little flock. Proverbs chapter 4. There's a couple verses in here I had quoted earlier. One of which is wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. I quoted that earlier. That's verse 7 of Proverbs 4. And there's a couple other verses I quoted here as well. But what we want to get right to is, okay. Well, let's go to verse 8, the very next verse. Exalt her, wisdom that is, and she shall promote thee. Exalt her, and you shall be promoted. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. You see this, little flock? An ornament of grace. Grace is how you acquire the things now, no longer through work, but through grace. You see? As the scriptures always have this, people have this dilemma when they read that in the scriptures about work and grace. You see? But I've told you what the work is. Told you, I've described it to you today. What up, though? Okay, let's jump down a little bit so we can go ahead and get done with this little vlog. Verse 14. Well, verse 13. Take fast hold of instruction, let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Hear that? Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not into the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Stop. What does he mean? Enter not to the path of the wicked, and go not to the way of evil men. That's a guy walking down the street. He sees a club down there, the music, and he goes, I'm not going in there because probably some evil men in there. I'm not going that way. That's what you think God means? God is a spirit. So what do you think God means by saying, don't go into the path of evil men. Don't go in that way, but pass by it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away. Avoid it. What is that way evil men are? What is that way they're going that he's telling you to avoid? What is that? That's simple, brother Cut. That's simple. The carnal. That's simple. That's the way of evil men. Soon as something happens, they're going to run down that way. Just like the boat I told you about. Most of the men on the boat, which way did they run? Did they run to the belly to go to sleep? Is that the way they ran? Which way did they run? Welcome back, brother Chris. Welcome back, man. We're still eating. We're still eating. Selfishness, Brother P said. That's right. Unbelief. It's correct. Selfishness. Hell of a thing there. That's selfishness. So that carnal mind, selfish, and it's unbelieving. It's faithless and it's perverse. So when a circumstance came on that boat, where did all the other men run to? Did they run to go to sleep in the belly? We all know they didn't. They ran to save their lives. That's evil men that do that. Did you know that, little fly? Run for your lives. It's evil. There's a whole lot of other words I could say about that too. But I'll just call it evil right now. It's evil. Well, I would run for my life when he told me stand still. See what I'm trying to say? If I start running, that proves I don't believe him. That proves I'm evil. But I know most niggas gonna run when trouble come. I know it. Because I have some choice words. Like I said, I could call it. But I'm just gonna say it's evil to run when he said don't. Isn't it? That's what they said, Brother Cut. We're gonna die. Yeah, you're right. Doing that shit you're doing, thinking you're saving your life, doing all that work, you're actually gonna die doing that. I'm gonna live because I'm asleep and I'm resting and I'm chilling because that's what Yahusha did. Stop playing with me because that's all I'm gonna say. And when I say he did that, I want you to try to convince me that it's okay to do anything other than what he did. Convince me if you can. Come on. So then I've made the paths clear. I'm showing them to you clearly. The path of evil and the path of righteousness. Path of righteousness stands still because I'm safe. Why am I running from an enemy that I must have already overcome if I'm at home? See the way of thinking? That's righteous way. That's faithful way of thinking. I'm at home chilling with my wife. So then I must have already beat this nigga's ass already. If I'm at home laughing with my wife about it, right? And I must have had a victory if I'm laughing with my wife about it, right? See how people don't understand this way of thinking? They think it's foolish. All right? So it says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Okay? He says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief. You hear that? And their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. You see that, little flock? And the way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. See, blind lead the blind. See that? Okay. My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Stop. I'm telling you the keys. Stop looking at other people. Stop looking at your circumstance to tell you whether you're loved or whether you're safe. Why? It can't tell you that you are. Matter of fact, it will only tell you for the most part that you're not. So there's no need in listening to it anymore. Listen to the Father. The Father says he loves you. So I'm loved. Then. Final. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to try to entice me with. Get pissed off if you got to with that energy, like I am. If you have to. There's nothing else to talk about around here. Stop talking. I'm taken. Don't talk to me anymore. Why is that so hard for you to understand, you adulterer? See how you just got to tell the truth? World like, what is this man talking about? Talking about he's taken and everything. Who? He has a husband. Oh my God, some LGBTQ stuff or something? No, y'all just don't understand nothing about the rainbow. Y'all think everything is corrupt. Because you corrupt. Nah, back to this word. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. See how it's just going to connect? So when you're going through a situation that looks tough and terrible, your natural response is going to be to have perverse lips. Fuck this. God damn, I'm tired of this bullshit. These motherfuckers are getting on my fucking nerves. God damn it, I wish people would fucking learn how to understand something around here. Tired of these fucking damn dummies around here that don't know anything. That's what's going to happen. Because you're facing something that you've already overcome. You're not acting like you already have overcome it. Look how you're talking to it. But grandson, I'm facing that circumstance. What do you mean I'm not supposed to talk about it? Bam. Blind. Put away from thee a forward mouth and perverse lips. So a forward mouth is a mouth that speaks faithlessly. I am not loved. I am not able to do it. I am not there. I am not home. I am not free. That's a forward, perverse ass way of talking. The reason you would talk like that is because you're looking at the 3D. And when you're looking at the 3D, you're going to say the wind and waves are blowing. So it's only right that I grab a bucket and start working, right? Wrong. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thy eyelids look straight before thee. See how this is so simple to understand what the grandson's telling you now that I've described it to you in great detail? The looking straight on you're doing. What is the looking straight on you're doing? The end result of the hope you have. I'm at home. But I want you to focus on what you're actually going through right now, grandson. No, I claim the end from the beginning. So I'm at home when I started. They can't hear me, I guess, little flop. Hope you guys can. I hope you guys can. Brother Chuck says conquering the heart is getting out of the fear, doubt, anxiety, and grow into knowing and believing. Told you, that's the key to being a husband. That's the key. I made a video before saying being him will bring her. Who is the him you have to be? The man who has the thing you want. And the man who has the thing you want, he's not fearful. He's not doubtful that he has a wife, if he has one. He is not full of anxiety concerning his wife, if his wife adore him, submits to him, and reverences him. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So do you understand what I'm saying here? Once you're that man that doesn't fear, that doesn't doubt, that doesn't have anxiety concerning the hope you have, I have it. Then what happens? You've conquered your heart. You've caused it to submit to right thought. Now your house is in alignment again. See what I'm trying to tell you about why we're traveling through this body and why the next stop is the heart? And what I've told you about your heart from this reconnaissance messenger I had to go on so I could tell you about it? That all the wickedness you could possibly hope to ever see, the most scariest shit you could ever see is that nigga that's in your heart. That wickedness that's in there. It's the most wretched thing you'll ever see in your life. So disgusting and selfish. All he ever thinks about is himself. All he ever thinks he's doing is preserving his life when he's actually losing his life. He's killing people, stepping on people, climbing over people to try to get up higher. And he thinks that he's actually doing something good. The carnal mind is death. The carnal mind is death. You see it? So he says, don't let your eyes look, let your eyes look right on. Don't let your eyes look to the right or to the left, but look straight before thee. I'm there. Hey, I'm there, nigga. Hey, grandson, 90 days, but I'm out of here. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Grandson. But don't you need to make a phone call? Why would I make a phone call to get home if I'm already at home? This guy is weird. Grandson is weird, man. We don't understand this dude. No, what you're actually saying is, you can't control me. That's what you're all fucked up over. The fact that you can't control me. Yahusha already told me how you guys are. This generation is like kids sitting in a marketplace, piping on a pipe, and then ask you why you didn't dance to it. Because I don't like your weak ass song that you're tooting there. That song fucking sucks. So therefore I don't dance to it. You said 90 days. I'm not about to sing that whole ass, weak ass, dead ass song. I'm singing, I'm free. Oh, I'm free. I am free. I am free. Don't you know that I am free? Free. I am free. So say whatever the hell you want to say. 90 days. 90 days don't compare to I am free. I am free tramples over that. Say something else. Grandson, what about commissary? I'm out of here. I'm free. Say something else. But grandson, aren't you sad and uncomfortable? I'm at home and I'm sad and uncomfortable. Fuck out of here. I'm trampling your lives. I'm relaxed, calm, and cool when I'm at home. So why are you trying to tell me what goes on in my house? You can't tell me what's going on in my house. You can't tell me what's going on in my house. Y'all follow this message today. Y'all follow it. Watch what he says. Ponder the path of thy feet and let all thy ways be established. So once you ponder your move you're going to make, I am free. Then what does he say next? He says, let your ways be established. Established means it's completed and done, and I'm not changing it anymore. I'm free. I told you what's going to happen. That's all that can happen. But, grandson. But, grandson. I don't listen to you chicken heads. You can bark all day. I don't listen to chicken heads. Go ahead. Keep on barking. Ponder the path of thy feet and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Look at that. So when it says remove your foot from evil, what it mean, Lil Flock? Don't hang around certain people. Don't go into certain environments. That's not what it's talking about. Remove your foot from evil is to remove your foot from disbelief in the thing that you have stated it is. How the hell do you look? Double-minded as hell. If you say I'm free, and then a nigga says, but grandson, huh? But you're gonna do 90 days. I am. Look at that vanity. I am gonna do 90 days. I'm gonna let this nigga tell me. So y'all don't understand why that's coming out of me like that? Y'all don't? Y'all don't understand how disgusting that is to let some bitch come and grab you on your fucking wrist and lead you astray? You don't understand how disgusting that is, how weak that make you look? How much of a weak jellyback that make you into? How much of a nigga that just get led astray that make you into? Oh, yeah. Well, once you see that, then you're going to understand the energy that come out of me when I say it. Okay? So don't turn to the right hand, to the left. That means don't listen to what nobody else got to damn say about what Abba done said. Abba says you're free. Don't let nobody disannul it because they can't. They weak. But he's strong. Nah. This is all about conquering the heart, bringing the heart into submission. You see that there, little flock? This is what this all is about. You overcome the thing you're facing by going to the end of it. What is the end? You're crying about what it is. What's the end? Because I'm sure the end you're joyful, right? Well, yeah, grandson. So do you see why I said I did have tears when I was walking on the side of the freeway, but it wasn't because of sadness? It was because of joy. It was because of God's love for me, because of me witnessing how much he cared for me. That's why I had the tears, so that I was full of joy. I was full of gratitude. That's why more came, because he who hath shall be given more, but he who hath not, what he seemeth to have shall be taken away from him, nigga. Jeremiah, and then we'll end it here, little flock. We got some more we could cover, but we'll cover it another time if Abba wills that. Jeremiah 17. Okay. All right. Verse 7. Okay. Verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusts in I am, and whose hope I am is. So, was that me? My hope was in I am, in that name, delivering me. Did it deliver me? Yes, over and over it did. So then I'm blessed because of what reason? Because I trusted in the name of I am to get me out of it. Before I went in, I trusted his name. Before I ever was taken in there, I knew I was not afraid. Because I knew that how to get out before I went in. Y'all hear what I'm saying to you, little flock? Okay. So blessed the man that trusts in I am, whose hope I am is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters. You hear that? And that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh. What I tell you? So heat will come to make all the other plants go, oh, we're going to have drought, grandson. We're going to wither up and dry up and die, grandson. Look at the heat of the sun. It's killing us. I'm a tree planted by the rivers of water. So what should I fear? That heat can't affect me, nigga. I'm going to keep on drinking. Look at that heat. Can't do shit to me. Can't dehydrate me because I am hydrated. Damn, grandson, you're like a tree that planted. You just don't move. Nope, I don't. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. So I don't know about that song, but I do. All right. He shall be like a tree planted by the waters, spreadeth out the roots by the river and every damn thing. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought. Not worry. She ain't gonna worry in the year of drought, because I'm safe, because I'm protected. Now, the drought is coming. The earth about to suffer. The earth about to fall to great calamity and turmoil. And you guys still don't know what the deliverance he's granted us is? Is there any questions here as to how he's saving us? I'll ask you guys, how is he saving us? Because he's granted a deliverance to us out of Zion. What is that deliverance? Robert Novotny in the building said the end is satisfaction. That's the truth. So then if right now you're not satisfied, then what does that mean? That means you don't believe the end. You have become faithless, evil, and sinful. Now you need to repent. Now, do you see how repenting has nothing to do with what you physically do? See how the world just keeps lying to you guys? You got to cut that out. You got to change this. You got to stop doing that with your body. You got to stop physically doing this. You got to stop physically doing that. That's not repentance, because God is not physical. He's a spirit. And they who worship him must worship him in spirit. So stop talking about flesh. I don't want to hear about flesh. Flesh profits nothing, nigga. So then how is it going to profit me to hear about it? It ain't, grandson. So then why are you talking to me about it? You a deceiver? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Neanderthal coming out. Okay? So he shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. He ain't going to stop yielding fruit, even if it's a drought. See, little flock, he's going to always bear fruit no matter what he goes through in his life. If he's a rich man, he will bear fruit. If he becomes a poor man, he will still bear fruit. If he's warm, he will bear fruit. If he's cold, he will bear fruit. If he's walking, he will bear fruit. If he's riding a bike, he will bear fruit. If he's driving a car, then he will bear fruit. If he up in the kitchen cooking, then he will bear fruit. If he in the bathroom taking a dump, he'll bear fruit. Don't matter what he doing, what he gone through, what he's facing, he gonna bear fruit. Verse 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Stop. The heart is deceitful above all things. So then if you're looking outside of your heart for something that you consider to be deceitful, then your ass dumb as hell, ain't you? Because what's more deceitful than anything outside of you? Come on. Come on. So let's just break it down in layman's terms. Your feelings are more deceitful to you than anybody else is. Your feelings deceive you, not other people. Your feelings do. A man is drawn away by the lust in his own heart. And it's what's written. I told you, it's a circumstances only pull out what's in you. So in order to overcome and win this game, you must not change no matter what the circumstance shows you. That proves you overcome it. I'm safe. Pow, 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 pow. Didn't I say I was safe? A guy pulled right in front of my car one time. I saw the flash coming out the barrel of the gun as it was firing it right at me. Nothing hit my windshield. Nothing hit my car. I just sat there. I ducked down, but when I came back up, everything was perfectly intact. Nothing was hit. The guy was right in front of my car like this. Pow, 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 pow. Intent on killing me. But nothing happened to me. So then when I'm supposed to tell you guys that I am safe doesn't save? Yeah. And then when my cousin got angry at me because I got angry that the guy shot at me, I got angry and I stepped out of the car and started walking toward the car. He's driving off at this point. I started walking towards the car talking to him. My cousin grabs me and says, "Hey, are you crazy? That guy could have stopped and came and shot you." First time, it didn't happen, so you can't do it this time. That was what I said. He looked at me all crazy and everything. I ain't scared of that nigga. He can't do shit to me. See, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't lying to y'all about a damn thing. I ain't got to lie. You see? So if your heart is deceitful above all things, then that means when you want something, who deceiving you out of getting it? Come on, let's cook. Let's cook. When you want something, who deceives you out of getting it? It's my next question here. I need you guys to answer it. Before my device dies and I'm waiting on that answer to that question, I'll read one more verse. So the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, that I am, search the heart. See that there? So I am searches the heart. I try the reins. So I am is looking to see how you've taken his name. I am safe. Well, then it will be. Don't give a damn what they throw at you because you simply took his name in truth. He said, don't take it in vain. In vain is I'm fucked. I am at the mercy of these people. Are you kidding me? God is not at the mercy of no damn people. Stop lying on God. Stop making God out to be some type of weak jellyback, because he ain't. Stop making him out to be. In other words, stop talking vain of him. Okay. He says, I search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. So his ways and his doings are not outside. That's what the world tells you. But I'm not of the world. So it's what he does internally that Abba is going to reward him. I just proved it to you. I am safe. Abba looks in my heart and my reins. In other words, he looks to see what I'm feeling. And he's looking to see how I'm controlling that feeling. That's what reins are. So the feeling is what I've brought under my subjection, the Mustang I'm riding. I have got the reins on him now so I can control him because he's wild as fuck. He's desperately wicked and deceiving. He'll act like he's all gonna let me ride and shit, and then he starts to bucking like a fucking Bronco, and he throws me all off. Well, I got reins on his dumb ass now. Not try to throw, nigga. I got spurs on my boots. Throw, I'm gonna dig. You throw, I'm digging. But grandson, now the ass is talking to me. Grandson, don't dig your spurs into my shoulders and everything. Well, then don't buck. Don't buck. Okay, grandson, I'll submit. See what I'm saying? It's internal. That's the warrior you are. And if you can overcome that bitch, then you can overcome any bitch that's coming to your face. I don't mean woman. I mean any hard-ass circumstance, because that's what a bitch is. A hard-ass circumstance. That's a bitch, ain't it? So y'all follow that today? Okay? And like I said, we'll finish this another time because we got some juicy dessert. If dessert can be juicy. We got some juicy dessert on the way as well, Little Flock. We got some more information, but we'll share it another time because we've been going for a while now, and time is up for now, Little Flock ladies. See me, brother Cut. What do you have to say here? Now, I ask you guys a question. We're going to make sure y'all answer it here. Yourself, that's right. Your feelings, that's right. Your heart intent. That's right. Yourself. That's right. You see it? Because y'all know that when you're facing a circumstance and you don't want to do it, you don't feel like doing something, you go, the reason you do that is because you've just did something in your heart. So I want you guys to focus on that so that you don't get to unnecessarily misunderstanding what you're going through. Because God works all things for our good. Abba working everything that we're going through out for our good. So if you believe that, then how will you feel? Abba, you're working this for my good. Something goes through that should have devastated you down to the freaking ground. And you go, well, Abba, you worked it out for my good. You worked that out for my good. But grandson, this is not good what you're going through. You said going through. Right? Yeah. When a man has sex with a virgin, doesn't he have to go through a hymen? Will he ever see the hymen again? Will he ever give a damn about it afterwards? No, because his mind is on where he's at now. After he got past what he had to go through, now his mind is on where he's at, and he forgot what he went through. Girl, you okay? Slow down, slow down. Okay, damn. You sure I can move a little bit more now? Wait, hold on. Okay, can I do it in this position? No, don't move. But then eventually, bound chicken, wow. Damn, y'all. Can y'all chill out a little bit? It's a little loud up there. You had to go through something to get to that good, loud place. You understand what I'm saying, Lil Flock, to you? Just keeping it real. Y'all understand what I'm saying to you? So it's the same thing with your circumstance. Abba says you're not going to remember the former days. So in other words, it won't even come to your mind what you went through. Will it? So then I'm not lying to you. You see that, Lil Flock? Remix to ignition. You know it. They up there going crazy now. Now, before he couldn't even get it in good. You're like, hold on, girl. I mean, I know you're all a virgin and everything, but sheesh, we can't get nothing going here. Can't get no rhythm going. Nope, not at first. But eventually you will. You will. And then you can plant your seed and you can get some fruit. You see what I mean? Same thing with your feelings. Sometimes your feelings will resist you. You'll be like, I am safe. And your feelings will be like, no, you ain't, nigga. So that means the hymen is there blocking so you can't get in. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't get in here. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, you can't. You got to be persistent. Like Abba said, you got to keep pushing. Boop. Uh-oh, popped that cherry, didn't we? Just keeping it 100 with y'all, Lil Flockulators. So y'all be blessed today, man. Y'all be blessed. And like I said, hopefully soon we'll finish up this message and get the dessert that Abba had planned for us. Y'all be blessed today, though, Lil Flock. Peace to the Flockulators.